All right, Shalom. First, I start by saying all praise to Yahweh by Shem Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that store in truth and sincerity. Now, this is a video, as you can see, the title says Jerusalem UFO sightings 2011, all four uncut videos. Now, I'm bringing out this video because we were speaking to one of the younger guys or younger brothers that we met on the highways and byways, and he comes to get taught. And we break down scriptures to him and stuff, and we was going over certain news sites that's actually showing the real news, because we know America doesn't show the real news. And in particular, we went over MSNBC, and then during 2010, 2010 is when they showed this. It wasn't in 2011. I think it was 2000 late. If it wasn't in 2000 late 2010, then it was in 2011. But I could have sworn this was happened in 2010. But the UFO that came over Jerusalem, we was going into it, giving them a little understanding on what it was. So I'm gonna play this video, and ultimately, after this UFO had came over Jerusalem, and it let off like like some energy and shot up back in the sky, and then you seen lights like in a big circle, different color lights of the chariot, going in a circle and stuff, and after that, the whole Middle East went into an uproar, and that's in Revelations. But I'm not gonna go into that. I'm saying that to say this. There's people out here that don't believe in UFOs. There's people out here that's fearful of the UFOs. And we just recently had UFOs come over Milwaukee. Now, I found a video on that. And then I found another video where they was basically trying to say that it wasn't true and stuff. You know how Esau, either has his think tanks or his news media trying to, hide the truth. And then a lot of people who don't believe in it, they make their little videos and everything. So I'm going to just show these couple videos on the UFOs, which are the chariots according to the Bible, and prove in the scriptures what they're here for and how they do exist. And also, brothers didn't see the chariots. I didn't see them myself personally up close. Also, you got other brothers that seen the chariots. Chariots probably didn't flew over them. I didn't talk to people who said they actually had seen the chariots come up. Almost come up to them. So a lot of it was down south more so. But we know through the Spirit of our Shema Shai and all the studies that we've been doing, and the apostles have been saying it, a lot of these chariot activities happen over in South America. But you will have to do your research and go look that information up, man. So I'm just play this video, then get into play the one up in Milwaukee, and then get into a couple more scriptures, and then get into a couple of scriptures. Slakia.
לא יודע, גם אסור לטוס שם. זאת אומרת, אלא אם כן זה משטרה, הליקופטר של המשטרה שם על ההר.
גם אין רעש, אין כלום, זה לא הליקופטר, אין מצב, תראה איזה אור מוזר יש לו. איזה זה?
כמו כדור אור.
מה זה?
מה זה הטירוף? מה זה?
וואלה, אתה מאמין לזה? מה זה הדבר הזה? תראה, זה זז.
זה יורד למטה.
זה יורד למטה, תראה, הוא מתחיל לרדת. וואו.
As you can see, it's still up there for a long time, so everybody can see it.
וואו!
And that's in Jerusalem, I forgot.
יש קבוצה שלמה שם, תראה.
תראה, כמה הם, מה זה?
Okay, yeah, that's...
Yeah, because you're in therapy. You're in therapy. I'd say that too.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah. I think tonight would be lovely, but is that UFO? Amazing.
Holy shit!
Oh, is that cool?
You can almost hardly look at it.
We've seen them in Mississippi like this, but never like never like that.
See, Esau got the people America, and the Lord gonna send them all over the world to shoot laser beams on people, man.
תראה, זה זז, זה זז.
יורד למטה.
הוא יורד למטה, תראה, הוא מתחיל לרדת. וואו.
I can't seem to find the MSNBC clip where they show that it shot when it shot back up. Another big UFO, very big, appeared, and the lights was like going in a circle. You could tell it was big because how the lights when they was going in a circle, that they was forming a big circle. Lights, one particular light you could see thing, I think was blue guaranteed. I think it was red. So and that's all in the scriptures how it tells how
כמה הם,
lights.
מה זה?
So the stuff that you see in the Independence Day, that's true. With the so-called UFOs, those are the chariots according to the scriptures. This is Psalms chapter 104, verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariots? The chariots represents the UFOs, man. The cloud, when they say clouds in the scriptures, that means the so-called UFOs. But, they're actually the chariots. Who walk upon the wings of the wind? So I'm going to play this next clip. I'm going to play this one first. And this right here is what they said, what was seen over Milwaukee. This reminds you of what happened in the Maccabees. First Maccabees, I think it was the fifth chapter, 1 through 4. You can read that at your own leisure. Play this one, because in this one they got this Edomite talking about it, and if I'm not mistaken, he went on to say that it wasn't true. He went on to say that it wasn't true. So but it was true, man, because this reminded me of the Maccabees, man, and also just say it wasn't true. But these sightings and the UFOs have been showing itself for the longest. So if you haven't caught on to it yet, then that's it's gonna come creep up on you on the west, come as a thief in the night unto you. So that's what you get, you know.
Hey, what's up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team. So I was in the middle of working on tonight's main video. However, after getting a ton of emails and messages and requests on social media, I figured, hey, I'll post this quick video regarding a news sighting that has pretty much gone viral now, and that I wasn't originally going to even speak about. But still, a lot of my viewers, having seen this footage and wanted to get my opinion, I thought I would post this really quick video sort of to put everything to rest here. And so if you don't know, this footage has gone viral after a what appears to be a weather camera from a local Milwaukee news station captured what appeared to be hundreds of glowing objects streaking across the sky, gathering together in the skies above downtown Milwaukee. Now
we prophesy on the Spirit led us to that place, but on third world, downtown, and we be downtown, man, and we know that when them UFOs start showing up, man, that marks the downfall of America. Also, it marks that the Lord finna start jacking the place up. If I'm not mistaken, that happened in Kenosha, and then Lord start turning it up a notch in Kenosha and stuff. But yeah, man. Usually when these UFOs show up, man, that's to give us more faith, to let us know that this kingdom is coming down, especially when they show up in the city that we're in at that great numbers and stuff like that. We know that this place is done because it hasn't been in the news in Milwaukee. So, and then it just came out of nowhere. So, and when like I said, a lot of these people don't believe, and these people are part of the think tank to keep people from knowing the truth.
originally posted by Fox 6. The article to that you're seeing here, and I'll put a link to it down below. And so according to
Now, the first video that I watched of Fox 6 putting this up, they didn't say anything about it being any birds, any of that, I guess they had to come back and clean it up and shit because they don't want everybody knowing this shit.
Written by Fox 6, they were gearing up for a report on Tuesday morning.
We all know Fox 6 is Satan, the satanic news. That's why we was going over different news sites today.
Around 4:40 in the a.m., when one of their news team took a look at one of their tower cameras and witnessed something very odd flying in the sky over downtown Milwaukee. Now, the video was then posted and shared on Reddit, which caused it to go viral. And when I first saw this, I immediately thought to myself, this looks like a massive flock of birds flying up above the city. And that the trails that we're seeing coming off each and every one of these birds is simply an effect from the camera. It's a lower resolution camera, and anytime you have a light moving across the screen, often you will see a trail coming off of it. Either that, or there is some sort of fish tank sitting directly behind this tower camera, and we're seeing hundreds of little fishes here, but I highly doubt that. So yeah, I saw this, and I said, yeah, that's obviously, it's gotta be birds. Otherwise, there would be a ton of other videos of it. There weren't, and so I didn't post a video about it. And I've been seeing other channels post on it, and the questions and requests have continued to come in from people. And so yeah, I believe today my original theory, and the theory of many others, that these were simply birds, more to the point, seagulls, that were captured above. And it appears that the news team, I didn't even have to do any further research. Just the very next day, Fox 6 has seemed to confirm that that's what this was, after they captured another shot of the same area of sky, but from a more high-resolution camera and a different angle, as you'll see here.
About 30 minutes later, we're sitting in our truck here outside the Milwaukee County Courthouse, and we heard them birds. Alfred Hitchcock, move over. This is the birds seen right here in Milwaukee. We're a little bit worried that they might drop a few presents on us. So far,
Now, I know those weren't birds. 1, 2, because look how far the camera was back. 3, look how high the birds were in the sky compared to how high they are now. So, and then a lower resolution camera, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't been able to catch that at no distance as it was, man. But like I said, Esau got an excuse for everything. Just like how they said the fish that died in the ocean and washed up upon the seashore died because there wasn't any oxygen, enough oxygen in the water, man. You have to keep up with these devils, man. That's why they call devil, the white man, the deceiver, man. Deceive the whole world into believing that that we were nothing, everything, man. Shit.
Clear. Yeah, there are just a huge flock of seagulls here this morning, but there they are. Now that the sun's up, you can see no aliens here in Milwaukee, just a lot of seagulls. So hope you enjoyed this mystery solved. By the way, Rob had guessed it was seagulls right away, and turns out the weather guy is always right. Have a great day, everyone.
Now, of course, you'll have people out there saying, well, this is just a cover-up, this is just a theory by the Fox 6 news team, and of course, technically, we can't say for sure 100% that what we're seeing in this footage, which is obviously a massive fleet of seagulls, isn't what was seen in this other camera angle. However, you use your common sense, you look at the movements of the objects in this footage compared to the higher res footage, you take into consideration the trails coming off of the object, which is just an artifact created by the camera, and I think it becomes clear that that's what this was. And believe me, if I thought it was anything more sinister or secret, I would let you guys know, but I think it's good to make a distinction between things that are real and things that are just natural everyday occurrences, and not just blowing them up for the sake of posting another video and causing people to think that aliens are invading. I want to be as legit and objective as possible, but still, besides this footage here, as you guys have seen from every video I post, there's a ton of other legit, mysterious, and strange activity happening on and off the planet. So with that, I'm going to get back to work on tonight's video. I will do my best to have it up within the next probably 3 or 4 hours, so be sure to look out for that. Go watch some Netflix until I get back, and I will see you all soon.
Alright, so yeah, the chariots are real, the UFOs are real. They're here for the deliverance of the Lord's elect, of the Black, Latins, and Native Americans. So I'm going to start with this scripture. This is Jeremiah chapter 10. Jeremiah chapter 10. Verse 1, it says, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel, right? Because the Lord only deal with the Israelites. Thus said the Lord, Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Right, we're going to focus in on dismayed at the signs of heaven. Don't be fearful at the signs. And the chariots, UFOs are a sign. You're not supposed to be scared of this, because this is for our deliverance, man. It's for these heathen to be dismayed and fearful at them. It says, for the heathen are dismayed at them, right? So next scripture is Matthew chapter 24, verse 28. This is Matthew chapter 24. Hold on. Verse 26. Note 25. It says, Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, talking about Yahushua, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right, so everybody gonna get to see Yahushua's return, man. Don't listen to people that saying he's over there in the Middle East somewhere, or in some type of secret chamber or some shit, man. It says, for wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together, right? And that represents the chariots, man. Wherever the Israelites are, the Lord's elect, that needs to be delivered, they're going to be delivered, man. That's all they're saying. This is Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Sorry. Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying road. That flying road represents the chariots, man, which are the so-called UFOs, what they call them now today, which really are IFOs, identifying flying objects. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I say, a flying road. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth, right? So this UFO is a curse unto America, because when Yahushua come back, this place is going to be destroyed. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side, shall be cut off as on this side. That's talking about Esau. He stole us from our land. Oh, he stole our land, Slakia. According to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side, according to it, right? He swore on the Bible, and then gave witches rights. He gave transgenders rights. Said your kid can be a transgender, a homosexual, as well as the adults. Said you can have sex with animals. So it says, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side, according to it. My bad, Slack it. He swore on the Bible, man. Swore to uphold this, uphold it, man. It says, I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter to the house of the thief, right? And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof, right? So the chariots, when you see them chariots come into America, man, know that it's time for America to be destroyed, man. Because when the chariots come back, they're going to be shooting laser beams on this place, man. You know, and simultaneously while that's happening, the Lord going to have Russia and them nations shoot missiles on this place, man. It's Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots, which represents the UFOs, like a whirlwind. So it ain't going to be no more smiling, laughing. Oh, those are UFOs. Ain't none of that shit going to be happening that day, man. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Right? So when Yahushua come back with the angels, they're going to be shooting laser beams on everybody, man. But yeah, that's the end of the lesson. I don't want to drag it out too long. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that stand in truth and sincerity. Shalom.